Hello guys, and welcome back to episode number 5 of the Last Step podcast. It is me, your host, Declan Jordan, and as always I'm being joined by Jordan Duffy.
I'm cramped in a small area.
Yeah, be sure to check out the Instagram page and you'll see that we are in a very small corner of Glasgow at the minute. It's fun.
I've not been in a smaller area since I was in the womb.
Well done.
You're welcome. You're welcome. How's it going, guys?
Well, I wish I was in
You can't come back from that.
No. Was it good?
Yeah, you're very welcome. Yep, how are we doing, guys? We are literally in a small area of a hotel room. We have a slight audience, but they're going to stay relatively quiet for us. We certainly do hope.
We hope. I mean, no promises, but no one there to.
So thank you very much, guys, for staying quiet. We do certainly appreciate it. Well, that's not very nice.
Obviously this isn't video, but we just got
a single finger gesture, I would say, is the right way.
Oh no, it's double fingers.
Oh, thanks very much.
No, this is coming out on Halloween night, or is that? No.
Well, it'll be the day before Halloween. The day before Halloween. It's getting recorded on the Saturday before Halloween. Since we're all going out, we're going to have a good night, we're going to enjoy Halloween.
A long night.
A long night, yeah, it'll be a long night. We're definitely going to be very, very tired and shattered.
Not only is it 9 till 4, but the clocks go back tonight.
Yep.
Meaning we're going to be there an extra hour.
Yeah,
in theory. Whether we actually stay for the extra hour is another question entirely.
Well, see, here's the thing. Is it going to be 4 o'clock finish, which you would expect it to, so that it's a longer night, or is it going to be a 3 o'clock finish because the times go back? Because essentially we are gaining an extra hour of party, but at the same time, if you were sleeping, you would be losing an hour.
I can't afford to lose any more hours of sleep.
Same.
I'm dying here.
Yep.
Dying. But enough about us for the moment.
Yeah, we'll come back to us.
Because we want to talk about something spooky, and it's our favourite Halloween-y memories. And we were thinking about this earlier, and I can't really think of any. You probably have a lot more than I do.
I got a few. Let me try and think. Ooh, well. The thing is, I am very much a basic person when it comes to Halloween outfits.
Mm-hmm.
I try and make it as simple as possible. For the reason that I don't have the time or I can't really be bothered putting in tons of effort. I like having a nice looking outfit, I won't lie. So for the past few years you've got a mix of like a blues briller, you've got a Clark Kent because when I had long hair and I have my specs on, I'm a little bit like Clark Kent in terms of the look, definitely not the body. Bring myself down. But
if I was a good friend there, I'd say, oh no, your body's fine.
Oh, thanks, but I know you'd be sarcastic about it, so yeah.
See,
thanks.
I couldn't say it seriously, so I didn't.
And then a good few Halloween's past has been like a modern styled vampire, or as I like to put it, a sexy styled vampire, which is the kind of stereotypical sexy vampire style. But not very sexy, because I just cover myself.
True bloody vampire.
Cover myself. Not even that. Just style myself in talcum.
So kind of fearless vampire killer vibe then.
Yeah, fearless vampire killer vibe. But that's it. That's it. We're getting laughed at.
Me with Halloween, I haven't really dressed up. Well, except last year, I haven't really dressed up since I was trick or treating and stuff.
Yeah.
So last year I done a Harley Quinn thing. Kind of gendered into it a little, but not a lot, because it's kind of hard to do it with Harley Quinn, you know what I mean? But that was fun. But apart from that, I haven't dressed up since I was a kid. But the easiest costume I've ever done was I kind of got roped into taking my little brother around trick or treating one year, and I was like, well, I kind of want to try and get stuff from people, so how can I do that with the least effort possible? Like candy and stuff. You know what I mean?
You're old as fuck, mate.
I know. But I thought, right, how can I do that with the least effort possible? I know, I'll bring out my guitar and just pretend to be a rocker.
Yeah, that's lazy.
It was, but I got stuff, so I'm not complaining.
I'm trying to think. Did you ever were you ever out on Halloween and then somebody made the joke, went, "Oh, I love your Halloween outfit," when you're just dressed normally, and you're like, "Huh? I hate you."
Well, see, I've never really went out for Halloween.
No, I don't mean like going out for Halloween. I
Aye.
mean like you've been out during like a Halloween weekend. Like for example, I can remember I went to the gym late at night on Halloween last year. I actually didn't do anything for most of the Halloween weekend. To the point where I went to the gym when everybody was out and about. My gym's in the city centre of Glasgow. City centre of Glasgow was packed because it was Halloween, and I was at the gym that night. So obviously I went to the gym, I came out, I still had my shorts and my t-shirt on, had a zipper on, and people were like that, "Oh, I love your Halloween outfit, what are you dressed as?" And I was just like, "Dressed as me, thanks, appreciate your sarcastic comments here." But yeah.
See, normally I'm the guy at the door and I get to say that to people who come around with like small children. I'm like, "Oh, what are you dressed as?" And they literally give me the death stare. That is like the death stare that could probably kill you if it tried. That kind of death stare. So it's always funny.
Like totally throwing some shade at someone. Big time.
Because obviously, like, you get the wee kids, and then you get like the one teenager that gets roped into it to take them round.
Yeah.
And go, "Oh, what are you dressed as?"
You're the
And it's
responsible child. Oh, I say child loosely, obviously.
But it's like that stare they give you when you ask them. It's just, "I don't want to be here. You probably don't want to be here either. Let's just move on, or else I will probably punch you in the face."
I say I was lucky the last time I went out and I was the responsible person for my sisters. I got the kind of saying of, "I know how you're feeling." I know how you're feeling, and I was like, "I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I certainly do appreciate your concern of myself walking around young children and making myself feel like a bit down, like I've been cut down a peg or two or five or millions."
Well, anyway, since we've not really got the biggest of Halloween stories, one question I need to ask you is, what's your favourite scary movie?
Scary movie? No, it's not. It's not a scary movie. I love the scary movies. I do love the scary movies. My favourite, we're probably going to say horror movie here because it's not a Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Because in all fairness for myself, because of Halloween being Halloween as it is, I find any Halloween movie just hysterical. I'm very much the worst horror movie. I'm not good to have around while a horror movie's on.
Yeah, I think I'm the same. I'm that type of person that if I'm obviously not in the cinema, but if I'm watching that at home with someone, I will literally give a running commentary of, "Don't go in there.
Yeah.
You gotta die if you go in there."
I'm the same. I over criticise things. So for example, most recent, It. You were like, well, I won't spoil anything, but it was literally a case of, he's going to go into a room, don't go into that room. That's got all the ideas of something's going to happen if you go in that room, that door's going to shut, and then you're not going to be able to get out, and then you're in trouble. And what happens?
They go in the room.
But yeah, I'm not the very best, but there is always an exception. My favourite horror movie is Sinister, because it's the one movie in which I actually I got into, so it was a case of I never said anything really in terms of the movie. The finish was good. It was a bit of a build up, won't lie, but in terms of the movie as a whole, that's my idea of a good horror movie. And the reason that it's, I would say, or the comparison I would say is so back when or what's it called? What's the one which it's the whole first person camera?
Paranormal Activity.
Paranormal Activity. That's the one.
I'd say if you're going to say a Paranormal Activity, it can only be the first one, because the rest of it just kind of rinse and repeat.
Well, the first one's just that's the one that's the one I'm referring to, because I was in Odeon at the Key watching Paranormal Activity, the very first one. A bunch of my friends, to which you'll know, and I won't spoil it. It's not really a spoiler if I mention it, but the big jump scare right at the end when the body flies off through the door and goes towards the camera. I laugh. I literally, everybody shrieked, "Ah!" and then you just heard a guy down the front row of the pictures, and it's just me laughing my head off. To which I kind of say to some of my friends, "Man, you can see the wire. You can see the wire." To which some audience steward then came up to me and told me to leave the cinema because I was making the other customers' experience worse off because I was interrupting their movie experience, or because I found the movie shoddy. I would never be a very good reviewer, or I better not go to any pictures and review pictures. I mean, I like movies.
Thank God we do a podcast where we review stuff.
Yeah. Odeon, you suck. Sorry, Odeon, no you don't. But that movie sucked. I did not like Paranormal Activity 1.
In terms of horror movies, for me, I'm more of a thriller than straight up horror guy.
Right, okay.
So I think for me, I'd have to give a shout out to The Grudge, because that was a movie when I watched it as a kid I was actually quite scared. Well, I say as a kid, at like 12 years old I was kind of frightened by it, but more than the fact I could scare the ever-living hell out of my little brother with it. So it was always good. All I'd have to do is make the noise from it, that kind of throat croaking sound thing.
Yeah.
All I'd have to do is that, and then he'd run for the house, and it was great whenever I'd want him out my room. The other one I need to give a shout out, and this is my genuine favourite, is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Alright, okay.
Really, really like that film. I own the director's cut of that film, and it is fantastic. Absolutely. I just really like the aspect of it, the aura, and obviously when it was made as well, it was fantastic for the times. Even I'd say it still kind of lives up today.
It is. Yeah, well, it's one of the things in which, like, in terms of this kind of society, or what's the it's seen as a kind of in the echelons of the movie culture of today, in terms of looking back.
Yeah.
Fine. What's your least favourite horror movie?
Oh, Devil Inside.
Devil Inside.
Oh, that movie is not even the worst horror movie. It's probably the worst film I've ever seen as well.
All right.
Like, funny story about me seeing that film. I went to see that with a mate because we'd seen all the build-up and stuff like that. Thought it was good. Like, obviously for the trailers, everything looks fantastic. And in the cinema, the only bit I jumped at was when the German Shepherd comes up at the gate when they're heading to like the hospital or something like that to see our quote-unquote mum. I can't remember. It was like her mum or her aunt or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the only bit I actually jumped at. And then the movie cuts to black at the end of The Devil Inside, and I had a guy literally in the cinema stand up, go, "Is that it?" and walk out.
Yeah.
It was a terrible film, terribly put together, and the fact that they tried to pass this off as an actual kind of, oh, this sort of happened based on a true story thing, and set up like an actual website where you can go and do your own research on it and stuff. It was an absolute farce of a film.
Mm-hmm. Well, what? No,
That's shy now.
No, he's shy. That's ridiculous.
He said my point.
You didn't say. Right. Well, somebody in the audience wants to say something. What's your opinion, audience member number 1?
I'm saying nothing, but you can that website you're talking about.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist anymore.
I know it
They
doesn't.
didn't pay for the thing anymore.
I know.
So that movie's literally just worthless.
I know, but at the time, the website was a thing when it came out.
Thank you very much, contestant number 1. My worst horror movie. I don't actually think it was technically classed as a horror movie, but here's the worst thing: I cannot remember the name of it.
Well,
but I can try and get you to help. It's the George Clooney vampire movie. So basically, if I can remember rightly, one of the very end scenes, it's they're in a kind of like bar, and then it all turns into a big massive fight. What is that called? It's really going to annoy me. It's definitely George Clooney.
Vampire film.
Yeah, vampire film. George Clooney's in it. I think it's something to do with they're in Mexico or something. I can't really be sure of what it's called.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
That's the one. I don't think it's. Yeah, it says it's classed as an action film, but that was just a total regular rubbish. I mean, in all fairness, if it was classed as a humorous movie, yeah, okay, I laughed. But it's definitely not a horror movie. Definitely not a pile of garbage. But there's a lot. But then again, this is coming from someone who doesn't really like horror movies.
Well, like I said, I'm more of a thriller than a straight
You
horror.
like thrillers. You like horrors. I don't. I prefer my comedies and my old style action hero films. So I'm very much like
my preferred genre is obviously like comic book movies.
Yeah.
We'll go a bit into latest releases a little bit later on in the episode, but like my favourite franchise in terms of movies is actually the Saw franchise. I enjoy those movies. I like the story behind it and things like that. So I know you're not the biggest fan of them, but I really enjoyed those films. I loved the whole mystery and intrigue behind it as well.
Yeah. No, I don't like the four movies. I don't like the Saw movies at all. Can't stand the Saw movies actually. Yeah, I understand the whole kind of
appeal of them.
How many is there? Like
7.
Really? I was going to say like 70.
There's 7
ridiculous.
And there's an 8th, but we'll get in there. Again, we'll get.
And then there'll be a 9th, 10th, and then onwards and upwards.
In my opinion,
just like that. Give it a rest, man.
Yeah, they tied it up well at 7. I don't think this latest release should have been done, but
no.
I mean, it's a cash cow, so I think it's stupid that they wouldn't have cashed in on it.
Yeah.
But moving on to more Halloween type topics, what would you say your favourite horror video game is? Cause
I don't play that many horror video games, but the one in which definitely gave me the very first Fright game was the very first Dead Space.
Fair dues.
That was it. I think it's just the kind of story of it, and also like obviously like the character detail design of it. I was into the game, but it was mainly the actual character detail for the reason of I had images in my head when I was sleeping of that. So yeah, that's definitely it. Audience, I've just totally caused us a bit of a nightmare there.
I don't think did it pick up.
I don't know. Who cares?
I think in terms of horror games, I think I'd need to go for Outlast.
Yeah.
Because I played the first one and the DLC for the first one. I haven't had a chance to play through the second one yet because I'm planning on recording it and want it to all be fresh. But you know when you get into a game and like stuff that you wouldn't normally react a certain way to, you do. Like when I watch horror films, I will sit and I will laugh my backside off at them because I just don't take them seriously. When I was playing Outlast, I was genuinely terrified. Like, I was actually scared. I think, well, I'll tell you what, I played a little bit of the second one, and during playing the second one, as bad as it sounds, and albeit my defence was, I was drunk as hell at the time. I genuinely phoned my mum to make sure everything was okay. Because I was in a drunk state, I was terrified, I just had to hear the words, everything is okay.
That's sad.
I was terrified. That the game is fantastic, albeit graphically not the best, but it gets away with it with everything else, I think, personally.
Well, I think Outlast in terms of like gamers' opinions is probably the best horror game. Obviously you've got Resident Evils. I know that everybody was big.
Res 7.
Yeah, that's the one everyone's really high on because it's the most modern one. That is the newest one, isn't it?
Yeah, and Res 4 I think is the cult classic one.
Well, I won't lie. I watched the trailer of the. It wasn't actually. It might have been the demo. It was the game. So it's probably the demo, or it's like a. It's supposed to tell an epilogue. Is it the epilogue, basically the start of things? I'm sure it is.
Prologue.
Prologue. Is it? Yeah.
Prologue is before.
Prologue is before. Epilogue's after. So it's the prologue of the game, I think. But that one was I wasn't playing it, but obviously I was watching it. It was dark. That one's a bit. It is a scary game.
There's a couple of jumpy moments. Another one that I'm sure one of our audience members would highly recommend if you're looking for horror is The Evil Within. That game sounds terrifying. I've started to play it myself.
Sounds terrifying?
like I've played a little bit of the first one, but I've not played a lot of it. Enough to make a comment on it. I've literally played the starter bit and then I've not been on it since. Not because it's not a bad game, just because I've had other stuff to play.
Yeah.
Like we said in previous episodes.
I think in terms of like another scary game, Viva Pinata. That's the scariest game out there ever made.
You're saying that.
Bloody
These things
scary.
terrify me.
What, pinatas?
No, just the way
Well,
Viva.
on Halloween, we're talking about Halloween,
No.
so pinatas.
No, the Viva Pinata. I've never
What,
like.
the game or pinatas?
No, like, do you not remember it used to be a TV show?
Viva Pinata?
Yeah, it used to have a TV show.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't
kids
watch
TV
that.
show. The things terrified me, and I don't know why. They were just creepy. I didn't like them at all. One second, I'm sure they had a TV show.
They might have. If they did, that's funny.
Oh my god.
You're looking up a Viva Pinata TV show now.
Yeah.
Wow.
TV show episode 1. There we go.
Don't watch it. No,
I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm not watching that. That sounds garbage.
I think it was, but I mean, come on, are you looking at these things and telling me it's not absolute? These things are not creepy. They look creepy as hell.
You're showing me a picture of pinatas.
They
in a
look
game.
creepy.
I really want to play Viva Pinata. I'm not gonna lie, I really want to play Viva Pinata.
They're really creepy.
It can't come out but for PlayStation, which is what I've got. Because it was an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
Boo. But yes, they might. I might have a game if I want to go back on Steam. I wonder if Steam has Viva Pinata. Have you got your Steam open?
I will open it just now.
Yeah, let's have a look.
I'll let you know once it bits
I
up.
like how it's went into gaming
Mhm.
after obviously talking about horror movies and then
it's
horror
about Halloween.
games, and now
It's about Halloween.
Viva Pinata is like the most un-horror game ever. Well,
Yeah.
I was obviously joking. No, wait, hold on, should I? No, I was not joking. It is scary. No.
This is well, they're creepy as hell.
They are not creepy.
They're
pinatas.
They are bloody creepy.
You're talking rubbish.
I'm not.
Talking rubbish.
I'm not at all. I'm just putting up Steam for those who can't see my laptop, which is everyone else.
Right, well, we'll have a look at that, but I do want to move on. If we're talking about movies, we need to talk about Thor Ragnarok.
Yes, and you
Definitely.
have not seen it yet.
No, I've not. I will be shortly,
Yeah.
but yeah, I've not seen it. Let's put it this way. The only thing you've seen before if you were to see the movie, would have been the trailer. And I think most people's probably seen the trailer now.
Yeah.
The trailer made the movie seem like it was going to be absolutely fantastic, because the one thing about Thor movies, it seems to be the right mix of action, progression, and humour, which I think is the exact way of it. But not only that, the kind of Thor character brings humour as well. I mean, picture the funniest line for sure in the first Avengers movie, the Avengers Assemble, was while on the Shield base, we're talking about Nick Cage. That was Nick Cage. No, it's Luke. What's his name? No, it's not Cage. It's Samuel L. Jackson's character.
Oh.
Cannot remember.
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury, that's it. Sorry everybody that loves comics. I love comics too, and I
Yeah.
love Marvel too. I just got mixed up. Don't hate me. But Nick Fury talking to Thor about Loki and how he's done this, he's done that, he's done that. He's adopted. He was adopted.
Yeah. That is fantastic. And
Easily, the delivery, the line, fantastic. Funniest moment in that movie for sure.
you're saying about Thor's past. I have saw the film. I saw it on release day, and going into it, I think critically it was rated 100% before the film came out.
What on
Rotten Tomatoes.
Aye.
It's now set at a 95,
Right.
which is still fantastic for a film. So
Yeah.
just think, this, am I right in saying this is the highest rated comic book film? Maybe apart from The Dark Knight.
It might be. It might be.
But-
I don't focus on Rotten Tomatoes.
I know.
Tomatoes. Tomatoes. It is
Rotten
tomatoes.
Rotten
It is
Tomatoes.
tomatoes.
Yeah.
But it's tomatoes.
Tomatoes, you know that. It's literally a saying.
Yeah.
But the film is absolutely fantastic. It continues the Marvel sense of humour. It follows a fantastic story as well of Thor's home planet possibly being destroyed. I'm going to say no spoilers here. Won't talk about it now. But oh my god, it is amazing. It is genuinely one of the best comic book movies for me. a special place in my heart will be for Guardians 2.
Mm-hmm.
And that is solely because of Baby Groot. But we'll move on from that. Thor Ragnarok.
And definitely.
In terms of cinema, it's a fantastic film. Go and see it. And if I wasn't excited before for Infinity War, I am now. Because, my God, I'm going to say nothing else because I will end up spoiling something. I can't recommend enough how good a film this is.
Right. Well, that's a good recommendation to go and watch it. So I will definitely be going to watch it. Definitely be going to watch it.
In terms of other releases, like we said earlier, the new Saw film is out. No idea if that's good or not yet.
I doubt it. But you never know.
I mean, it might be good for fans of the series, but we will need to wait and see. In terms of music releases, we've had Theory of a Dead Man.
Yep.
The Used are back.
Yep.
And we've had a little band from good old Wishaw, the La Fontaine. Wishy.
Well, Wisher.
Wishy?
That's Wisher.
Wishy.
Well, you can see Wisher. If you want, that's Wisher.
Wishy.
But it's Wishaw if you want to be correct. But it's...
My dad went to school in Wishy.
I can't stand that, see. I can't stand it being called that. But who cares? Yes, La Fontaine's.
Yeah.
I've seen the La Fontaine's a few times.
Mhm.
I first saw them in ABC 2, sold out show. A few mates of mine were actually supporting. Well, they're not called, they're not a band anymore, but they were called Models for the Radio. And they were supporting, and La Fontaine's were fantastic at that time. I really do like the La Fontaine's. I'm just not that into them as much as other bands, so it's probably kind of not been the main focus. I always have a listen of any of their new stuff though. I always make sure I'm doing that.
Well, their new album came out yesterday. I was actually at the album launch party at King Tut's.
Yeah.
Where they played a set and absolutely smashed it.
Nice.
Just a fantastic band, fantastic guys as well. Again, can't recommend the band highly enough. I haven't given the full album a listen to yet. Unfortunately, I've listened to some of it. It is really, really good. Kind of continues on their progressions. The band I can kind of, when you can kind of see, oh, this is where they would progress naturally. It's not like they're trying death metal or something like that. No, they're sticking to their kind of genre and sticking to what they know, and it is really, really good.
Yeah.
And like I said, fantastic show as well. They played some of the new songs, played some of the old songs. Yeah, just really good, really, really nice guys as well. Really, really funny.
Yeah, like they're the type of guys in which definitely will like have a moment for you, like talk away. So big up La Fontaine's.
Yeah.
Oh no, that sucks.
Yeah, we do.
No Viva Pinata.
No Viva Pinata.
Oh damn.
Sorry, mate.
Oh, it was definitely a Microsoft game. Microsoft, get that together, man. Let's play some Viva Pinata. Actually, I guarantee if they make Viva Pinata, and because it will probably be a PC game and an Xbox game, not only will they up their youth sales in Xbox One, they will also up PC sales as well for Viva Pinata if they want to bring kids back to PC, because there's been a proper decline in terms of PC games. So that's one for you. That's completely off the topic, bringing that back up again, but that's fine. That's my opinion.
Also, if you're listening to this, this comes out the 30th. If you're listening to this on the 30th or 31st, 7 Days to Die, another great sort of horror-ish game, is only £7 on Steam at the minute.
There you go.
So if you want to grab yourself a quick bargain, definitely go for that. But speaking of Halloween kind of stuff, because it's been quite a quiet news week in terms of music and stuff, I'm going to talk about this. Your football team has had a quite horror of a week. Albeit apart from the result today, which was absolutely fantastic for you.
Yeah. Hate you.
Well, no, it was an absolutely horror time for the club, I'd say, in the past week.
Yeah, that's
definitely not the worst in your history, right enough. But it was a bad week in terms of where you are at now. So you want to talk us through that? What's happened with you and your beloved Rangers?
Well, let's go the background, because we won't spend too much time on this, because we won't make football a prime opinion on this podcast. But
this is not what this podcast is about.
we are both from Glasgow.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Glasgow area.
Yeah, well, we're not in the city centre of Glasgow, but we're both from the Glasgow area.
Mm-hmm.
Your team is one side of Glasgow, my team
Yep.
is another side of Glasgow. You're a Celtic fan,
Yep.
I'm a Rangers fan. I assume for yourself as well, it was brought up that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was from my dad and my granddad. Family.
I'm exactly the same with the fact that my family were all Rangers fans. So it was brought up that way. It's nothing to do with any religious things at all, which is normally brought down to.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally just a case of it's who my family supported and it's who I began supporting and will always support.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously people have the right to change their minds in terms of who they support, but there seems to be a lot going on in terms of manager changes, not only in Scotland but also in the UK in general.
Yeah. I'd say England is really bad.
Yeah, England's really bad right now.
Mhm.
Really, really bad. But
Like, so
yeah.
before any English fans can say, oh, your team's lost a manager, take a look at your own clubs and move on with your life. That's to the English fans, no offence to these.
yeah, definitely. But yeah, my team Rangers have lost their manager, Pedro Caixinha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only good thing about him, in my opinion, is his name.
And the thing I would say is that from the like naked eye, well, not from the naked eye actually, because you couldn't really see too much, but in terms of like media perspective and what I seen, I found that he was very much like working quite hard in terms of trying to get the team where they needed to be, bringing players in that he felt like were needed, and then he seemed to get right into the ethos of the club. He was criticising the players for not performing to the extent that they should while wearing the badge, which was all fair and well. Some of the decisions were just really silly from him, in my opinion. Some of the players that were bought were really silly. So that was quite annoying.
Also, some of the comments he was coming up with as well.
Yeah, some of the comments were really silly as well. Some of the arguments as well with other people were just focus on the team, man. Just focus on the team. But my biggest thing, and this is one of the things that I will stick with in terms of any football club, is when it comes to what players are getting brought in. It's important to make sure that you are bringing young players in to make sure that that's getting meaning you've getting some form of production line to the point where you're able to look towards the future, I would say.
Yeah, well, I mean, not taking a rub it in, but in terms of my team, you've got players like Kieran Tierney and other people like that who have been brought through Celtic's youth, who are doing absolutely flying just now. So again, it's like Celtic, we bring in players young, we build them up. So I don't think we're too bad at it.
No.
At all.
What I would just say is, in terms of look for the future for Rangers, I just kind of want a manager which will come in, give the youth players a chance, and also will hopefully see some advancements in terms of the team's performance. I wouldn't even, in all fairness, I'm not requiring them to win the league at first attempt with a new manager. In terms of obviously the performance today, 3-1, while we were losing, in all fairness, a belter of a free kick.
I've still to see the goal, but I've heard it's
It's
fantastic.
an absolute cracker of a free kick. But in terms of performance to come back and win 3-1, fantastic from the team. Let's just see if we can make some advancements. Let's see if we can at least challenge. I'm not expecting them to challenge Celtic at first goal. Let's see if we can challenge Aberdeen, see if we can pip them. But we just need to see some advancements.
Well,
I would have not a problem with Graham Murty, who's the caretaker right now. But I would take this as in terms of give him. Let's if we're going to take Graham Murty, let's give him to the end of the season. Let's not think about any performance. Let's just think about solidifying the team, getting a right team atmosphere, and starting to. You don't need foreign players to have a full team. Foreign players are good, but as long as they have the right mindset of the league.
Not even if foreign players are good. I'd rather see a full team of homegrown, fantastic players than a team of this is foreign, this will look good on us because we've got foreign players in.
My biggest thing, and this is taking it from a Rangers point of view, is we had the chance to get John McGinn from Hibs, and we had the chance to get Lumo, who are two of the league's probably youngest and best strikers in terms of, not really strikers but forward thinking players. I think that we've already got really good defensive players in the terms of like our homegrown players. We don't need the foreign players. But in terms of let the homegrown players get in. Don't change the back four, because the back four need to get a proper partnership, especially the two centre defenders. That will do it. And then go round everything else.
I'm not going to comment on the players themselves, because we could get into an argument all day.
Yeah.
But I will say this about Pedro, that I don't think his man management was the best at all.
No.
I think he'd have been much better. I think the way he handled media was controversial at the best of times. And I don't say this lightly. I think he was one of the more deluded men in football management with the way he thought. But I don't know if that's just because he's big up in his team and he kind of has to do that. If he's coming out and saying, like, we're not going to challenge anyone, but we'll do as well as we can, that's not going to get the team motivated. So he's came out and said stuff, and I can see why he said it, but if he genuinely believed it, I'd say he was a little bit deluded.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Am I glad to see him gone? Yes, because, see, in all honesty, I like competition. As a Celtic fan, winning the league, yeah, it's great, and I hope we get the 10 in a row. Touch wood. That's above me.
I know you do. I don't. But you know why.
Yeah, of course I do.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of actual competition, it's difficult to find it in Scotland, and obviously we can't really compete with the European giants. As you can see, the way PSG absolutely toyed with us at Parkhead.
Well, my yeah, okay, I would agree with that. But one thing I would say about Celtic is that any team, and I mean any team, that does go to Parkhead, take the performance out of the bag, take the form out of the bag, take the stature of the club out of the bag. Any team that plays at Celtic against Celtic have a chance. No matter what the team. No matter what the team.
I'd agree with that. I mean,
the two you can give, the two examples you can really give is Barcelona and Man City.
Yeah,
that's the two you expect. Well, I'm not gonna lie, in terms of not just Rangers fans, but pretty much the whole world expected in the Barca game, especially Man City, probably just about the same to get railroaded.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, a funny story about the Man City game, because it was such good odds and stuff like that. I foolishly put a bet on 2-1 Celtic. And within, 20 minutes, it was 2-1 Celtic. So I was there watching with someone, and I was like, if this score stays the same, I get so much money. But of course it ended up being 3 each. But in terms of Scottish football, I think we need competition, because when there's competition, look at the English league, there's so much competition in that, and that's why it's the most viewed league in the world.
And it makes the league better as a league.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, albeit a little bit of part of me as a Celtic fan obviously is going to be against Rangers, and I'm taking that out of it just now. I want to see more Scottish teams do better in the league, so that Celtic have competition, then there's actual viewership. That way we could maybe get some more of that Sky Sports money, the BT money, more into it, and then we can go on and do bigger and better things.
That's very true, very true. I'm just trying to think back in terms of Celtic. Am I not right in terms of the Celtic-Barcelona game? There was an insane statistic of that game. Like the shots on target were all weighted. I think the biggest one was like 86% possession for Barca.
I think that was during the first half.
And then it was like 14 for Celtic. It might have been even bigger than that, by the way. It might have been like 93-7. I can't actually remember.
I'm looking up the stats at the minute, but I know that the fact you bring up about the being like 80% possession. Oh God, you went far off it. It was 89% possession. Celtic had 5 attempts, all of them on target. Barca had 23 with 14 on target. They scored 1. We scored 2. We had 166 passes the entire game. They had 955.
Yeah.
So
it was 89% possession at Barca, 11% for Celtic. Wow. There
so
we go.
We very much parked the bus and lost the break.
Yeah.
So as a Celtic fan, I'm very, very happy with the result. But I mean,
in terms of a final comment, I think we'll see in Scottish football and as a whole. So Pedro's gone from Rangers. Bring in someone which will try and give some progression in terms of the team. if you're going to go with Graham Murray, give him a chance.
One quick question about that. What do you make of Derek McInnes?
Derek McInnes is a really good manager. I just think with the position of Celtic, the gap's too big, and that they're putting too much pressure. They're putting far too much pressure on Aberdeen and Derek McInnes because let's not expect them to win the league.
Yeah.
But in all fairness, if they keep up their performances, obviously they lost 3-0. Was it 3-0?
Yes, midweek.
They lost 3-0. That's the type of thing you've got to think about. Let's not expect them to win the league, but let's expect them to be up there. But this is the thing. I think next season, it's Craig Levein at Hearts right now. I think we'll see a good, solid top 5 next season. You've got obviously Celtic. I'll say Rangers will be up there. Definitely Aberdeen.
Yeah.
But let's not count out Hibs and let's not count out Hearts. Hearts will try and solidify. Hibs will try and progress. Progress. Let's not kid ourselves. Hibs push Celtic.
They did.
Big time. No, especially the 2-2.
There was a time when I was actually scared that we'd lose that cup semi-final. I will admit that as a Celtic fan because it was 2 each and I was like, oh my god, it's actually going to happen. We're going to lose the streak now and it's going to be bloody Neil Lennon's team.
Yeah.
So I thought that it was too poetic to actually happening, probably, so that's why it didn't. It kept going today with a 1-1 draw. Very, very happy with that, and we can hopefully get it the next game. Beat the record at long last.
In terms for Scottish football, let's just think of, we want to see some progression, we want to see some advancements to the point that we're fighting with bigger powers. That's one thing we will definitely agree on.
Yeah.
But that is the football talk going on.
Yes.
In
our pop punk show, we're sorry we talked about football.
Yeah, but this is, in all fairness, there's not much been going on.
Exactly.
There's not much been going on.
And not only is this a show for pop punk, it's pop culture as well.
That's it for sure. But we are going to go on to music.
Yes, and I have a quiz for you.
Ooh.
You know how those like stupid band sites that are managed by like 15-year-olds all the time, they put up, oh, here's a music catch, you can ask me all these questions about what type of music I listen to. I saw one that was like, pick a song for each kind of, like a sort of situation or a time in your life kind of thing. And I wanted to do it to you. There's 30.
Okay.
And to make it fair, I done all the questions in the moment as well.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm going to do them in the moment, but I'm going to try my very best to not put too much thought into them.
Yeah.
Because I think if I do that, we will spend too much time on it.
Yeah.
So let's try and see if I can do it without putting too much thought into it.
Yeah, so let's get into it. The first one is a song you like with a colour in the title.
That's a difficult one right away.
Yeah. I panicked and put a very, very obvious one.
Right, let me just try and think. Can I cheat? Can I put something with colour in it?
I will love it.
Yeah?
I will love it.
Go Colourblind by Seaway.
There you go. Excellent. I put Welcome to the Black Parade.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit obvious, but I panicked. And
I only see in terms of. Do you want to know the honest one about that one? See in terms of songs with colours in them, I automatically think of old songs like UB40 Red Wine, or Truly Madly Deep. Oh, sorry, that's not the right one. It's not Truly Madly Deeply. It's not actually called Blue.
But the song
it's Eiffel 45. I'm blue.
Amazing.
It's that song.
Can we expect a pop punk? Can we expect a pop punk cover of that soon?
Eiffel 45.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting. Don't think I would want that. I don't want to see that. Don't want to see that. That's what I'll go with. We'll go with Colourblind by Seaway. For sure.
Would picking a song by the band Blue, would that be cheating?
That would be cheating. I wouldn't go with that.
Obviously I chose MCR, but right.
I'm going to actually end up thinking about that in terms of like songs of
like some of these I had to think about for a little minute, and I'm saying this, you can't say the same song twice.
Oh, okay, that's fair. If I was thinking about a colour song, I would have went, no, okay. Would have went Black Magic, Little Mix.
Oh my god!
No, we'll stick with Colourblind for sure.
Right, question number 2.
Go for it.
A song with the number in the title.
A number.
Yeah. I think I might have cheated, but I think it's okay.
A number. Okay. Try and think. McFly, 5 colours on her hair.
Well done. I don't know if it's cheating. I went 1970 something.
That works. No, definitely works.
But it's written as words. It's not.
No,
written as
words and numbers are fine. Definitely, that's fine.
Okay. A song that reminds you of the summertime.
Oh, summertime. Oh, that's a good one. Trying to think big time about summer anthems. Summer by Real Friends.
Hey, I love that song. I've actually had that song stuck in my head all day, by the way, because I was listening on the train.
Tune.
I went for Bills in the Bronx because that song just came out when I went to.
That's a belter of a song. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the new Pierce the Veil, but that is a belter of a song.
Yeah, I went to Spain for the first ever time when I was like 15 and maybe 15, 16, and that album just came out. So I was listening to I was only listening to the singles from it, but Bills in the Bronx I think literally just dropped it as a single when I went over to Spain. So I was playing it constant, and every time I hear it I think, oh my god, this is my Spain song. A song that reminds you of someone you'd rather forget about.
Can you go same artist?
Yeah, same artist is fine.
I Don't Love You Anymore. By Real Friends.
Yeah.
That's a proper one.
I am cheating here, and I don't care what you say. I'm going to say anything by a band called The National.
Never.
And we're gonna move on very quickly from that.
For a pinpoint, it rhymes with kind of that of The National. Well, I've said 2 Real Friends songs. Check out Rational or Rationale by Dan from Real Friends and 2 of the boys from Knucklepuck. They made their own side project.
Awesome.
Some of the songs are cracking.
I haven't checked it out yet. I'll need to do that. A song that needs to be played loud, and I'm saying that a little bit differently because it's all capitals. Loud.
Can I pick 2?
Go for it.
Antivist, Bring Me to the Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
And Custer, Slipknot.
Banger of a tune. I also picked a Slipknot song.
Did you?
Spit It Out.
Spit It Out. Oh, that's a good shout. It's a good shout. But I've not used it, so maybe I can use it later on.
There you go. A song that makes you want to dance.
I Write Sins Not Tragedies, Panic at the Disco.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I went for Priorities by Don Bronco.
That's a really good one.
Basically,
that's a really good one.
Again, I was close to cheating and just saying anything by Don Bronco because they're so easy.
No, wait, I'd probably maybe say no. Let's stick with
Alright, Sins.
Let's stick with I Write Sins. I would have also, if I was wanted to go dancey, it's still Don Bronco, and go with Automatic or it's not Sugar Love, is it?
Sugar Love.
It's what's it called?
Something Love.
Yeah, I can't remember it, but it's definitely Don Bronco. It's from the Automatic album. That's going to annoy me, but it's definitely
well, it can annoy you forever because question number 8. Oh, sorry, number 7.
We're only on number 7.
Yeah.
God damn, I'm taking a bit too long here. Let's continue.
All right, let's go for a.
It's Super Love. It's Super Love. Sorry, Super Love.
A song to drive to.
A song to drive to. Buck Rogers, Feeder.
I went for Mr. Highway, thinking about the end.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, that is very much in my drive. Well, I don't drive, but it's in my journey playlist.
You know the song Buck Rogers by Feeder?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, definitely.
A song.
No, wait, no, that's Just a Day.
Yeah.
No, Buck Rogers is
I was about to say.
Got a brand new car. Yeah. Would it go Buck Rogers? Definitely Feeder. Would it go Buck Rogers or Just a Day? Buck Rogers.
Number 8. A song about drugs or alcohol.
Oh.
What are you thinking?
Does it have to be like sad? Because it sounds like it would be something sad, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't know if mine's is sad. I mean, it doesn't need to be sad. obviously. A happy song about, oh, I was drinking, had a nice time. Yes, I can be in a band. What are you talking about?
Oh, this is that's a good one. So about drugs or alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what I'll go with in this, mate. I'm going to come completely off topic. You ever heard Red Solo Cup?
Is that the Cup song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red Solo Cup.
Yeah.
I pick you up, proceed to party. Yeah, that one. It's not one I would listen to all the time.
Yeah, no, but
I'm just going off the top of my head.
There's
It's difficult.
Definitely a few of these that I would not listen to, but we'll get into that a little bit later on.
Yeah.
I picked Yes, I Was Drunk by Twin Atlantic.
Oh, it's a really good song. Oh.
I'm still raising the fact I haven't seen Twin Atlantic properly live yet.
Oh, I've seen that song live, but it also makes me think of seeing Make a Beast of Myself live. Oh, that's such a good song.
That's a banger as well.
If you're Scottish and you've not heard of Twin Atlantic or you've not listened to Twin Atlantic, give them a listen.
A song that makes you happy, my friend.
A song that makes me happy.
A song that makes you happy.
Song that makes me happy.
Song that makes you nice, happy, and puts you in a good place.
Oh God, I'm trying to think of one that really, really does make me happy. Oh, let's go with what's it called? Let's go with Day to Remember.
Right back at it.
No, I forgot this song. Downfall of Us All. Downfall of Us All.
That's a shout.
That just makes me want to have so much fun.
I picked
Especially at the start of just the build up, man. Definitely, yeah. Let's go Downfall of Us All.
I picked Waited by Frank Aero because I've got happy memories of that song. I've seen him live twice. Me and a lot of my friends listened to
I was going to say emotional. I was thinking if it was going to be emotional, but if it's going to be simply happy, then we'll go with Downfall of Us All.
Yeah.
Because especially it may come up tonight if we're out.
Yeah,
that might be a good one.
Shout out to Cat House. Question number 10 though is the exact opposite of that. A song that makes you sad. A song that makes you so sad, my friends.
Are you meaning sad as in? Are you meaning sad as in emotional, as in releasing?
I'd say we'll go with sad as a blanket term.
We'll go with sad
anyway
as a
that makes
blanket
makes you sad. Maybe sad in a reflecting sort of sense kind of thing. What are you thinking? What song gets you sad? What puts you in the blues?
Puts me in the blues. Puts me in the blues.
Again, if you're stuck on ones, we can come back to some.
Let's go Lost by Michael Bublé.
Random pick.
I love Michael Bublé.
I picked Cure for the Enemy by Billy Talent, and spoiler alert, there's a few other Billy Talent ones on here.
Well, I'm not surprised. Well, no fair, so there's 2 that's been real friends, and there's also 4 that could have been real friends as well, but let's just leave it as that.
Yeah. Song number 11, a song that you never get tired of, and obviously this is a very timed thing, because I'm sure we'll get sick of these songs eventually. But
Never
right
get
now,
tired of.
Right now, in this moment, Jordan Duffy, a song that you aren't tired of.
I'm going to go with one that I don't think I could ever get tired of, because anytime I hear it, I start singing it. Beating Heart Baby, Pentatonic.
Banger again, another song we'll probably hear tonight.
Yeah. That's one of the things that always kind of crops up when you least expect it.
Yeah. Baby, is this love? I love that.
That's the one.
Banger of a tune. I went for a Penultimate by Waster.
Alright, nice.
Because I listened to that a few months ago and then I recently started listening to them properly, and that song...
Oh, damn!
Every time
the drugs and alcohol when I could have picked Hash Pipe. Damn!
Well done. Song number 12, a song from your preteen years.
Oh, God.
What a coincidence that my voice broke during that.
Preteen years. So obviously this is, as it is, a preteen. Let me entertain you, Robbie Williams.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I went for Tears Don't Fall by
Oh, God damn it, man.
Yep, I was one of those kids.
God damn it. That's a good song. It's a good song stuff.
What's one of your favourite 80s songs? This is question number 13.
One of my favourite 80s songs.
Mm-hmm.
Gold, Spandau Ballet.
Oh.
Always believe in your
Good pick.
soul. I think that's 80s. I'm sure it must be 80s.
Must be.
It must be 80s. Hold on, let's just double check. Let's Google it. Go.
While you Google it, I went for Back in Black by AC/DC.
That's a good shout.
Mm-hmm.
We're noticing, like, in terms of pre-teens and like older songs that are very much pop, you're very much rock. Still, Spandau Ballet.
Well, when I was younger, like, I was listening to a lot of stuff, because there's two particular songs that will come up. You'll be like, oh my god, what?
1983.
There you go, it's sorted.
Yeah.
Number 14, a song that you would love played at your wedding.
Oh, I'm going to go proper, like, White Girl. Oh, I love this song.
Oh my
this
god.
is my favourite song. It's so heart emotional.
Oh my
Makes
god.
my heart beat so
Stop.
much.
I literally want to spew.
What's it called again? Oh my god, how can I not know the name of the song?
You're terrible.
Hold on.
While you say yours, I went for an answer you've already said, and it's for the absolute jokes of it. I read it since.
Really?
What a beautiful wedding. What a beautiful wedding, said the bridesmaid to the waiter.
Right,
It'd be funny as hell.
No, because I would love that. I would love. This is a big song in terms of, like, very, very, very emotional. It's quite fitting for a wedding. It's Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Very
no, I'm
White
that
Girl.
type of person. I love Ed Sheeran. Fantastic.
Very, very White Girl.
Big time.
A song that is a cover by another artist.
In that case, there's only one to always go for. If you have not heard this, then please go and listen to it. So, this is coming off topic, but 4 Years Strong done a cover album.
Really?
Yeah. And in terms of the cover album, oh god damn it, it is you've obviously heard the song Ironic by Alanis Morissette. You've never heard that song? Oh right, okay. It's like rain.
There we go.
I can't remember the
Yeah,
rest of it,
I know.
but,
As soon as you said that bit, I know.
yeah.
No.
4 Years Strong to cover of that is absolutely fantastic.
Right.
That is a banger. That's probably my favourite cover ever, so definitely let's go with that one.
Nice. Well, I went for, again, it's a White Girl song, Blank Face. I Prevail's cover of that.
Oh, right,
Which
okay.
was
It's a good cover, actually.
Very, very
Pop,
good
it's
cover.
obviously pop goes punk.
Yeah,
Sorry, punk goes pop.
yeah. Fantastic cover. Another shout I think would be Pivrices, or Paris as they like to be called.
Well, we talked about them last week. Tonight Alive. Little Lineman.
Yeah.
Very good cover. Very, very good cover.
Mhm.
Oh,
Well, Paris's cover of Chandelier, You Never Let Me
somebody
Down.
that I used to know.
covered that?
By it's Vic from Pierce the Veil and Mayday Parade.
Very, very nice.
Very good one as well.
One of your favourite
Oh
classical
crap! I
songs.
just thought another one. Never mind. Continue.
As your favourite classical song.
Classical song.
Classical. So not classic, classical.
Classical song.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Favourite classical song. It's probably this doesn't really count, but no. Let's go with let's go with Ave Maria.
Good shout. Mine's is, and again, I don't know, because it was quite vague, obviously this is just taken off of Facebook, I went for Flight of the Valkyries.
That's a good shout, actually.
I actually really enjoyed
Daniel
it.
Bryan,
Well,
nice.
his is Ride of the Valkyries.
Is it not?
It's a different version of it.
Ah, right, okay.
I'm going for the proper orchestra version
Ah,
of it,
right.
which I do actually enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Because whenever it comes up in a movie and stuff like that, you start to get really hyped up, like, oh my god,
Oh, yeah.
this is going to be a good battle.
Well, any see in terms of classical stuff, it's not classical as in what you would perceive classical as, but in terms of orchestral music and instrumental music, any John Williams stuff is fantastic. Fantastic.
Well, isn't he like one of the most sought after
movie score?
Yeah. People.
Writers, yeah, big
Yeah.
time. Big
Well,
time.
there's a reason for that. Number 17, a song that you would sing on duet at a karaoke.
Kids, Robbie Williams, and Kylie Minogue.
Not bad. I went for A Part of Me.
Oh, that's a good shout. Yeah, that's a good shout. I'm just thinking of realistic karaoke songs.
Yeah, I would honestly sing that.
But that wouldn't be in many karaoke places though.
True. If I were to go, my actual karaoke song, my go-to karaoke song is I Write Sins, actually.
Fair is. Mine's is Angels by Robbie Williams. Or
You're a massive Robbie fan,
I
aren't you?
love Robbie Williams.
I don't
think
like
Robbie
that.
Williams is
I'm not saying that because it's Robbie Williams. I do like Robbie Williams.
Either that or it would be Home by Michael Bublé.
Fair dues. A song that came out the year you were born. If you can name off the top of your head, that's fine. If not, we'll move on.
That's a difficult one.
If you can't name one off the top of your head, we'll move on. It doesn't really matter. But I've got a really
I
weird
think if my mind is correct, Faith by Take That came out in the year I was born. Hold on. I want to see if I'm right, because if I am, then that would be fantastic.
Well, while you fact checked, I had to do a little bit of research. I'm not gonna lie. My song from the year I was born is a little song by Aqua, and it's called Barbie Girl.
Wow.
Barbie Girl is as old as me, mate, and I'm very, very happy with that.
I'm not fine. I don't think it's called Faith then. Oh no, it's Pray. It's called Pray, isn't it? All I do each night is pray.
Yeah, that song.
Yeah. It's
This is why you're the singer and I'm not.
Hold on, let me see if I'm right. Doesn't see, does it? Oh, I'm amazing. I'm amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Take that, Pray.
We're getting on the very, very
Pop
funny bit
punk
of
did
that.
not really was not really around then, so
No,
we'll
you'd be
accept
lucky
that
if
one.
Punk was just being born.
Genuinely, that was off the top of my head. I can remember seeing it somewhere, so that's why I can
Yes.
remember it.
Number 19 is, this is a little bit of a deep one. A song that makes you think about life.
Probably the most emotional song. Probably could be my favourite song ever, but it's the one song in which Right, it's Makina by Real Friends.
Mm-hmm.
The album Home Inside My Head got me through a really, really, really difficult time, and it was the one song which the songs just seemed to resonate in terms of myself.
Mm-hmm.
So Makina, Real Friends. I seen them at St. Luke's when they played there. I broke down. I sung every word back. I was crying. I was screaming the words back. It's a song which just makes me completely evaluate myself, my life, everything I've done. It's a sad song to me, it's a happy song to me, but it's a song which is very iconic in terms of who I am. So I'd definitely go Makina, Real Friends. Sorry to bring everybody down, but that's
I've went a little bit of a twist from that. It's not made me think about my life, but just life in general, and it's one of, hold on, just let me do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of 6 more Billy Talent songs.
Alright, okay.
And it is White Sparrows. Now this song, it follows the story of a girl who, again, I don't know the reason how she died, but she died, and it's about the guy going to the funeral and reminiscing about her life, and it just makes me think about how fragile life can be, like life itself can be.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really, really remnant with me, and I do really enjoy that song.
Yeah.
It never got me through any point in my life or anything like that, but for me it's a song that every time I think about it, it's like, well damn, that's how quickly it can be taken away.
Mm-hmm.
It's just about life in general for myself. Number 20, a song that has many meanings to you.
Okay. Many meanings to me. Doomed, Bring Me the Horizon. because it kind of makes me think the world's doomed, I'm doomed, people that are close to me are doomed, we're all doomed. It's very resonant of other people. I would say probably a lot of people would say the same thing, but yeah, that's one that would go with me. It's dark again, but I'd go doomed.
Yeah, I went for a bit more of an upbeat one, and it's one of 5 more Billy.
We're up to 5. We've got
we're
10 more questions. 10 more
hold on,
questions on the quiz. We've got 4 more to go.
It's Red Flag by Billy Talent.
Oh, it's a good song.
It was the first song that got me into Billy Talent. It was the first song that I ever showed like my little brother. And was like, here, you should get into this kind of music. It was the first song that he genuinely said, you know what, I wouldn't mind getting into your kind of music. It's also one of the songs that they played live, and me and my little brother went to see them.
Yeah. So
that song for me, it takes me back to a very happy place of, oh my god, this was me discovering my favourite band.
Well, that's one of the type of songs that you want to always remember and go back to for sure.
I absolutely love that song. Plus, Billy Talent 2 is one of my favourite albums of all time.
There you go.
Number 21, a favourite song with a person's name in the title.
Oh, one of the favourite songs with somebody's name in the title. That's a tough one, I would say. Let's go Jenny Don't Be Hasty, Paolo Nutini. It's a cracker of a song, especially one of the songs to get you like dancing, because it's one of the indie pop songs which everybody will around Glasgow. Paolo's from around these parts. So yeah, let's go Jenny Don't Be Hasty, Paolo Nutini. I'm always going pop songs with some of the kind of stranger ones, aren't I?
Yeah. I went for Saint Veronica by Billy Talent.
Yeah.
But I've just now thought of
what's the Green Day song? Saint Jimmy.
Saint Jimmy. And you've got Hey Rachel by
As It Is.
Hey Rachel, I'm sorry.
You've also got Jenny by a band called Nothing More. Dig at You.
Shut up.
Yeah, you still not listening to Nothing More's album.
By the way, when are we doing the end of year review?
Oh, we'll do it sometime. We'll do it sometime. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll do this at the start of December, because December's normally a slow month for releases. Let's go with the end of December because it can factor everything in.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Now, 22, a song that moves you forward.
Moves you forward. Can you use it in a sentence? Sorry.
As in a song that when you hear it, it's like, right, I'm in the zone. No matter what comes at me, I'm just going to go for it.
Okay. Okay, that's In Between, Beartooth.
That is a good shout. That was one I nearly put for this answer. I went for Come and Get It by I Prevail. It's just a very...
That's not a cover, is it? Is it one of their ones?
No, that's one of their ones.
Because see, when I think of that song title, I think of Selena Gomez. And I'm like, that's not coming forward, man. You're setting people back, man. If you're ready, come and get it.
No.
Sorry, guys.
No, if you've heard that song, I mean, I'm not going to sing it, but it's a fantastic, just if you want it, come and get it kind of thing.
Cool.
That's the first thought I had when I saw that and that question. Something that you think everybody should listen to. Again, it's one that you haven't said already.
It's one that I've not said already. Are we going with a song that I feel like now, or something that people, if they haven't, should always be one that they know?
Yep.
Right, okay.
Go for that. Or just whatever way you want to take it.
Then we're going with something in which is probably known to a lot of people in pop punk. It's one of these songs that most people would kind of relate to, I guess. I'm going to go out the bag. This isn't thought-provoking. This isn't emotional at all. High School Never Ends, Bowling for Soup.
That's a shout. That is a good shout.
It's one of the songs. It's one of the pop punk songs that a lot of people know, along with "Girl All the Bad Guy Wants." It's one of the songs which a lot of people outside pop punk will still know. Yeah. But it's one of the songs in which I guess it kind of resonates with people. But it's just a barrel of laughs, man. It's a great song. It's a fantastic song. You kind of have a jam and a dance to. So yeah, big time.
I went for a Billy Talent song because everyone should listen to Billy Talent. The best ever band ever. And
You're gonna have to fix your voice after that one.
I don't care. People can turn this down. I don't care. Kingdom of Zod by Billy Talent. That is one of my favourite songs by them, and still very appropriate, even though it came out a few years ago. Very politically charged, and that's the kind of music I tend to sway towards.
Okay.
A song by a band that you wish were still together.
Oh man. Right. I take it you're not going to let me pick Blink 182.
No, because they are still technically a band, but you'd want
I'd pick a
Mr.
Enemy of the State song. I'd like Mr. Tom DeLonge to not be delusional.
Yeah.
Check all that in the last episode.
Last episode, yes.
Yes. Right. Bands who are no longer together. I'll tell you what we'll go with. What's the song called? Oh, god damn it, I'm going to have to get my phone. Where's my phone? I'm going to throw this one out. You might not actually know this band. They might be in actually before you got into pop punk and stuff, man. Let me see if I can find it. Now, this is actually a band which I was massively into when it came to my pop punk starting. If you can remember, there was a free pack between Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, and this band. Do you know what band it is, by any chance?
Is it My Chemical Romance?
No, it's not My Chemical Romance, believe it or not. Good shout, but
I thought you were talking about the Emo Trinity thing.
I'm talking, I guess you could kind of call it Emo Trinity, but it's obviously not who you're thinking of. I'm not meaning it was not, when I say it's not an Emo Trinity, this was actually a free pack of bands in the same record label. They hung about, they went on tour, they were all on tour together. Take it's not bringing anything up for you? Not bringing anything up at all?
It should, and the fact it's not is disgusting, and I'm appalled at myself.
Okay. The song is called We've Got a Big Mess on Our Hands. The band is called The Academy Is.
Never heard of them.
If you've not, give them a listen. So it was the case that Fall Out Boy, Panic, and The Academy Is were all on the same record label, all friends, all wrote songs together. William Beckett, still one of my favourite pop punk songwriters. Not a big fan of his solo stuff, mind you. But basically what it was, and this is when Fall Out Boy were properly coming up, very, 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 very early stuff, as in probably just releasing Under the Cork Tree. But it was the three of them. It was the three of bands. So if you've not listened to The Academy Is, give them a listen, especially that song, because that's a cracker of a song.
Sure.
Check Marks is another one.
I will add it to the many list of bands I've still to listen to.
Still letting me down.
I know. I have went for, obviously I could have went MCR and just been over and done with. But no, this is one that I forgot about but recently rediscovered. Sell Yourself by Blitz Kids.
Oh yeah, Blitz Kids.
I missed Blitz Kids.
Perfect.
Also, another shout, Start the Party by The Blackout.
Oh, The Blackout as well.
Miss
man.
those two bands.
Hope. Was it Hope by Blackout?
No,
that's We Came as Romans, the one you're song. But I'm sure it was called Hope as well. It had a rapper in it, I'm sure.
Oh no, Higher and Higher.
Higher, is that Higher and Higher? Higher and Higher. No, there is definitely a Hope. Wait, is it Hope? Let's check it out. You can fire in.
Well, you do that. A song by an artist that's no longer living.
Oh, Purple Rain by Prince.
Sure it is. I went for, it's an artist in the band, but I went for Empty Hourglass by Architects. Obviously, Tom Serrell died last year.
Yeah.
Amazing song, amazing band. Absolutely love them.
Hold on, give me 2 secs.
Okay.
2 secs. It's not called Hope. It's actually a song called The Storm by The Blackout. I'm thinking obviously you've got Hope by We
Came as Romans.
We Came as Romans, which is an absolute banger of a song. But no, The Storm's a good shout as well from The Blackout. So yeah, I've went in terms of not living, in terms of Prince. Purple Rain.
This one's quite cheesy, and our audience might actually want to spew at this,
Go
A
for
song
it.
that wants to make you fall in love.
Oh,
Feel like the dog's out.
okay. Okay.
We did that shout for Who Let the Dogs Out, which is
Yeah.
obviously great.
That's a tough one. I'm going to have to think about that, believe it or not.
Well, while you do that, I will say it's another Billy Talent.
God damn it, Declan.
And it's Surrender, which is a nice little beautiful song, and I love it. Off the second album as well.
Oh, what's it called? We're going to go a day to remember. Oh. Help me. If you can wait till I get home. Yeah, what's it called? Crap.
God damn it, what is that song called?
What's the song?
If it means a lot to you.
Yeah, that's it.
If it means a lot to you. That's, yeah, definitely.
That is a fantastic song. A song that breaks your heart.
I've already used one that definitely.
Heart.
So, obviously I said I don't love you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go another Real Friends song.
Of course.
It's got to be this, isn't it? Is it going? Actually, when I say I've already said that. I've given up on you. By Real
Oh
Friends.
my god, that is an absolute tearjerker, man.
Yeah.
I went for one. It's another Architect song, and it breaks my heart because I was there to see this song played
This is
live
the new one.
off the latest album, and it's Gone with the Wind.
Mhm.
When I saw them play it live, I swear to God, Sam Carter, lead singer, wasn't singing it. He was actually like too filled up, couldn't sing it. The crowd were singing it for him, and it is, you know when you get like goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps now remembering it. It was such a moment, and it breaks my heart every time I think about it or listen to that song.
See, in terms of another one that does the same to me,
Mhm.
and it's funny thinking about it because I'd never seen the band before, believe it or not. I'd never heard the music from the band before, heard of them,
Mhm.
but never heard the band before and never seen them before. But it's Goner by 21 Pilots.
That is wow.
That's a very, very emotional song.
Yeah.
So
They are a
that.
great band. We'll go into 21 Pilots in a different episode because that could be a full episode in itself. Well, a bit of a section.
Well, I'm sure we brought it up in terms of releases to look forward to because
Yeah.
I know for a fact 21 Pilots are going dark as they have stated, because they have went dark to I'm doing quote marks, went dark to look at some new music. Also, Josh Dunn is big into his songwriting and helping produce.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot of Josh Dunn recently, but in terms of 21 Pilots, they will be doing some writing, I would assume, right now.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So yeah,
Looking forward to them. A song by an artist with a voice that you love.
a voice that I love.
Yes.
Oh, right, let's...
While you think about it, I've went for Billy Talent, obviously,
Okay.
because I love Ben Kowalski's voice.
Number 7. I'm sure this is like number 7. There's 7 of them.
Let me have a count.
There's 7 of
There's
30.
1.
It must be about
2,
that.
3, 4,
Trying to think.
5, 6, 7, 8.
There's 8 of them.
8. 8 out of
Jeez,
30.
Tony. That's right. A voice that I love.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That's a difficult one for me because there's so many that I love. No. No. Let's go with. I'm trying to think of a song that, in terms of like a vocal, is just utterly mind blowing in terms of what the vocal is like.
I mean, there is a band called Don't Look Down that are alright.
No, I'm not picking that band. Tell you what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go because it's a very strong vocal work, but it hurts me to say this. The Only Exception by Paramore. Because it's a very good vocal. Very, very good vocal. And Hayley Williams at her peak. Do not hate me, new Paramore fans. But Hayley Williams at her peak
was fantastic.
was sensational. Not just on record, not just on videos. Obviously, videos
It's just a song played
just
over.
the song played over. But in
But
terms
live,
of
she was
live,
fantastic.
out of this world, out of this world.
Just amazing. A song that you remember from your childhood, mate.
A song that I remember from my childhood. Okay. Childhood. See, we say childhood. What are we going with here?
like actual childhood, so before 10 years old.
Before 10 years old?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Let's see, that's a difficult one actually. It's one. I'm going to pick two actually because two are springing to mind. It's
Okay.
total pop, total cheesy pop dance stuff.
Oh, mine is. You will absolutely love
You've
mine.
got Dancing in the Moonlight.
Mm.
You've got
that's-
Free actually, Bristful of Asher.
Mm.
And you've got Starlight. I don't know if you can remember Starlight.
Is
It was
it
the
the
kind of
Muse?
weird. No, it's like the kind of get two guys on like playing keyboards, and then they get taken off into space as a video. Starlight, can you hear what I say?
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember the
Yeah.
actual lyrics.
Remember
Yeah, that one then.
Well, when I was younger, my mum was big into like line dancing and stuff like that.
Alright.
So one that I'm gonna go for is 5, 6, 7, 8 by
I
Steps.
thought you were going to say Cotton Eye Joe there.
Oh no, bang out of a song.
Yeah,
But no,
okay.
5, 6, 7, 8. I still know the full dance to 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ah, that's sad.
So I absolutely love it. And we're gonna end on a little bit of a deep one. Can be as happy as you want. A song that reminds you of yourself, mate. To end the pod.
Okay, a song that reminds me of me. Right, I could go with that one. Let's see if I can think of something that's a bit closer to home. Okay. I could go with that one as well. Could think. So the ones I'm thinking of is Shy Guys by Seaway,
Mm.
Colder Quicker by Real Friends. Hated by the Beer Truth.
Mm.
Keep going, keep trying to think. But
What are you looking at, mate?
I think if I'm going to be fair to myself, I'm going to go with Right Back at It Again, A Day to Remember, because I feel confident myself and comfortable with myself to see the point of, you can bring me down, you can beat me up, you can tear me apart, you can say everything I do is rubbish and wrong, you can say everything I do is a joke, but I will just keep on doing whatever I'm doing and keep on trying to push myself forward. You can't stop me. And that is really like cheesy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm going to go with. Right Back at It Again, A Day to Remember.
Mine's is cheesy, but in a sad way. and-
Is it Billy Talent?
Of course it is!
Jesus, Johnny.
It's a song called The Crutch, and it's a song. It's funny because I am on crutches at the minute, but no, The Crutch is talking about like a disease, and I will not get too into it, but I do have a fair few medical conditions, so I don't know, I kind of feel like it's a song that's conquering them, just, and then yeah, you've got them, but move on and just deal with it the best way you can.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be mine.
Yep.
We're going to end the podcast as we always do by saying our top 5. And Jordan, pick one.
Well, wait, what would you want me to pick a top 5?
Pick a top 5.
Right, top
Right now,
5.
off the top of your head.
Top of my head. Oh, that's a tough
Completely
one.
random, go for it.
Right, okay. Top 5 solo artists.
Solo art. Oh god damn, I don't know any.
Oh,
Wait,
come on.
did Panic at the Disco count?
No. Top 5 solo artists. Come on.
Oh, no.
Think of it quickly.
Robbie Williams. I don't know. I don't listen to solo artists. Oh, what do you call him? Homeless Gospel Choir.
Right, okay.
He's a solo artist. He's awesome. Check him out. He's amazing. Lovely man. God, who is a solo artist? I don't know any.
Right, I'm gonna go Ed Sheeran, Robbie Williams.
Yeah.
So Ed Sheeran, Robbie Williams, Corey Taylor.
Oh, does he count?
Yes, he does.
Okay, well I'm saying him as well.
Oh, who is it again? We'll go Bruno Mars. And we will go. Oh, it's toughy. Tough. I've got one more to go for. We'll go James Bay. James
Okay.
Bay's really good.
Just because I used to grow up with Clubland and stuff, so I've got 3 at the minute. I'm going to go Darude, and I'm going to go for Zombie Nation.
Cool.
Just because I have nothing else. I don't listen to solo artists at all. Next week we're doing bands.
Right, okay, let's
Screw
do
you.
bands. Sorry. But it put you on the spot.
It did, but I don't feel like I can answer properly. I don't listen to solo artists at all.
Yeah, but I like making these ones funny to the
Like,
point
no.
where you're like,
Actually, I take off Zombie Nation and I put an Eminem.
Right, okay, that's a good shout.
He counts.
Good shout. Good shout.
Damn it.
Good shout.
I knew I had a breakdown.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
But that will do it for this sort of spooky Halloween special that developed into.
You say spooky. This has been put together very quickly
Oh yeah.
in a room which is very small. Yeah.
Very cramped.
Very cramped. But we've done it.
We
We've
did
done
it. We got through it.
it.
Thank you for listening. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, AskFM, Mixcloud. Where else are we on? Somewhere new. We're still looking into iTunes at the minute, so be sure. If you guys know how to, please tell us, because we'd like to know. We want to get on that iTunes.
Yeah, we'll get that
Become a little bit
sorted.
more accessible. But that will happen soon. And in the meantime, I've been Declan.
I've been Jordan, and what I will say is this: don't fear the Reaper. 666, number of the beast. Happy Halloween. Don't scare yourself, and we'll see you soon, guys.
Bye.